Recently, I had a conversation with an artist who confessed that he needed more affirmation for a job well done. His latest job had him behind the scenes doing a really important aspect of the production, but it was definitely not seen by an audience. I asked him a few questions like, who did you need affirmation from? Was your work not acknowledged? Did the successful outcome not feel like an endorsement? He thought about it for a minute, and then he answered me and said, I don't know. I don't know what I needed. I just know I needed more. We talked a little bit more, and I acknowledged him for saying the quiet part out loud. But then we made a few jokes, and we landed on this idea that I think is really important for us to think about today. And it's this. Artists have to be especially aware of their relationship to affirmation. Now, this is true for everybody to some degree, but public figures and artists especially have to have an intentionally heightened consciousness of their relationship to or their need for affirmation and applause. Psychology today describes self-affirmations as short, positive statements or gestures that, when repeated regularly, can combat negative beliefs, restore self-trust, and improve life satisfaction. It contributes to your overall sense of well-being. But it defines external affirmations, otherwise known as validations, as receiving approval and acceptance from others. And while some level is normal and beneficial, the excessive reliance on it can damage self-esteem and lead to anxiety and depression and other issues like just a vacillating sense of self-worth. So there's affirmation and then there's validation, and they are not the same. I see affirmations all throughout scriptures. Right out the gate, the Creator calls us, the creation, good. Later, we're even referred to as God's masterpiece. The Apostle Paul affirms people and projects, and Jesus affirms the disciples and Mary and Martha, and even the thief on the cross. In the book of Ruth, even the vanity of physical beauty gets a nod. So if psychology approves it and scripture models it, then maybe the important question is, when is it enough? When do we go from a positive aspect and application of affirmation to maybe nursing an insatiable appetite for validation? Let's be real. Validation and adulation kind of comes with the territory of being an artist. Literally, people clap for you all the time. Even if you're not that good, people applaud you for just showing up. Artists and athletes get that pretty regularly. One time, I attended a basketball game and I tried to count how many high fives and butt taps the players got throughout the course of the game, and I quickly lost count. Even when they missed a free throw, the other players still affirmed the attempt. And I thought, I wonder how much that plays into the player's commitment to keep showing up. And maybe that's the point. Maybe that's the point. Not that affirmation fuels some insatiable need for attention and fandom, but maybe that is the thing that motivates you to just keep showing up. Showing up for your job, showing up for your relationship, showing up for rehearsals, your life. And we all need that, right? But consider this, there's a point at which no amount of high fives or standing ovations or any other sense of external validation will be enough to motivate you. That motivation at some point simply has to come from a place within. I'll leave you with this. In the 12th chapter of Samuel, we see a leader's resignation announcement. Now, typically, a resignation announcement is simply that, a notification that they are done and that they are leaving. But as he's leaving his position of leadership, Samuel takes a moment to affirm the good job that he's done. Now, there's a lot more that happens in the story, and spoiler alert, it is a hot mess. But I think about this moment a lot in my life as a leader and as an artist. It reminds me that at the end of the day, it matters less what people think about you or about how much applause you get, and more about your capacity to look back on your process, not just the outcomes, and know within yourself that you did what needed to be done. And more importantly, you were who you needed to be, whether anybody else says it or not. And that's it. That's the note.